Sanwanan, it's Father Abraham here. How are you doing today? Yeah, man, I woke up with the thought of in living an intentional life. Okay, so nkuluma logo because a lot of us don't. We just alive. We are just alive. Kumnandi nje, impilo, it's happening to us. We're not taking control of our lives. We're not taking control of our actions. And we're also not taking accountability of why we are where we are today. In all honesty, if where you are today is where you deserve to be, it's based on the input. And that's the output that you have now. So in terms of careers, you've chased that career. Are you there? Are you winning or not? So going back to intention, Uguti, let's break it down to it's to let's try and make examples that I think we all can be able to relate to, right? Now we're gonna work out in terms of the different genders that we have, all right? So let's take it like boy girl, ne? Umfana Konuchiro mfunayo, sometimes she is in your league, sometimes she's not. Ngizothi league ngoba you know what? Bathi inhliziyo ayiphakela. So you never know where you find love or where you find solace, right? So now, when I say live with intention, when a guy wants a certain person, whether it's elokishini, whether it's rich people, your middle class or your lower LSM, asithi nje like out esekasi, let's take somebody who's not driven in terms of career. Out ichilile kasi ayispani in. But nakune gig enzwembu, he will make sure somebody foots the bill for their tickets, right? He will make sure he has a drink and he'll make sure either uyabamba that night or uthola amanamba. Leading to that end goal of the gig, there's intent behind it of how am I going to get there, right? So which means we all have that bone. Sonke sinalo, the capability, that wants to go for something and has the ability to do it. So uyamfuna uchero wakhona, regardless of what you have to do, amachita willing to go above and beyond, right? Beboleki you, boy, ngifuna ukubhaya something nyani. You don't even have to tell somebody. Yes, you're gonna make sure the hand has drinks, there's food, everybody's comfortable, everybody's happy. So you are going to do all of that to impress another person. There, machita, ne? All right. Now we jump off to the other sex, to the other gender. So anyway, the other gender, you're looking at Cherry will know, okay, no, I need Mirira so. Some are willing to juggle 3 different gens at a goal to be able to fund certain things. Some will work on one target and make sure either Lumuntu yang fund and there's based on those instincts that we have. That means we were born with them, and naturally everybody has the desire to succeed. Because your succession for that week is getting to the party. Your succession as a girl that week is looking hot at the party, right? So that means that you were better, you're trying to do better than the week you've had or last weekend where when drinks there. So meaning the bone for success is there. Now let's come to why don't we do it for self? Respect. I think it's the most honest word I can put into this is that we do not respect ourselves enough. You don't respect yourself enough to say, no matter what, I am going to make it through. Come what may, I will make it through. Because like take somebody thina bese siyampeta alo ngoba siniseka nebusiness sekayenza so sekacabanga ukuthi ungcono yena ngoba ukwazi ukwenza so. But that person took their time and worked on their discipline, worked on their mental health, like we spoke about Zolo. Then they worked on the intention of their daily activities. They didn't let life happen to them. So now, nakabuya ati umuntu, you do respect your job. If the boss or your manager says at the job, sicala ngo 8, shayisa ngo 5, sicala ngo 4, you will sit there the whole day, adhere to the hours, make sure you're on time, you will leave on time. Why not do it for yourself? Why is it so hard for you to set a goal and say, I want to study this course. I want to learn this skill. I'm going to sit down. I've got internet every single day because you're on WhatsApp, you're posting, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you know the latest news, you know, hey, man eating, who's dating who, you know, did you see this podcast? Meaning you've got the means to learn something. However, you don't have the intention to make your own life better. You don't have the intention to try and change who you are right now. Because in your dreams, there is a better you. Within you, your subconscious, your heart, there is a you that has the capability to do it. So, the person in the mirror that you see each and every day, you and them have to have a strong conversation about your tomorrow, about your 5 days, about your 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, about the rest of your life. Where do I want to be? And remember, you can't be intentional when you don't know what the end goal is. You can't be intentional when you don't have a clue of why you're on this earth. Some people say purpose happens to them. Some people find their purpose early. Some people go through their whole lives never having a purpose. Create your purpose. The mind is it's the strongest organ you have in our life, in our bodies. And you know it's strong. Because now umfuna lo chiri uyakwazi ukuthi ngizomthola mpinjani azomntana lona ngizomthola. You have such a strong belief that if you do XYZ, that girl will eventually like you, or you will get to bed her. Maybe that was the intention from the beginning, but the belief that you have, it's from within. And if you cannot harness that for your own success, where do you think life will be for you? Where do you think you will end up? Are we going to keep digging in the bag of excuses? Yeah, not me. I want to mina ngikhulele va, mina in. Mara okusalayo wena okhulele va. Undlulile wabona lo mntana lona somewhere, what you going to chase her? You don't even know where she lives. You don't know her capabilities. You don't know her health. You don't understand her personality. But deep within you, there is the drive. There is the tenacity. There's a flame burning so hard that you want to sleep with this girl. You want to date this girl. You want this girl next to you. Females, you want to have this hairstyle. You want to look like this. You're going to find a friend that does the best makeup you can. Why can we not find resources that will make our lives better? Why can the flame that burns within for you to show off when you go out, to look good, to wear those nice jeans, to wear the tightest clothes you want to wear as a female, to wear the skimpiest clothes, basically the outcome that you want for that gig, for that weekend, is your short-term goal. And it's within your means, it's within your power, it's within your burning core that you'd like to make it happen. You know, we always look at successful people and we think that it just happens to them. If you do not live with any intention, if you do not live with a goal in your mind for your life, if you do not live your life and not let it happen to you, you will never understand that success. And you will never get to where you want to be. This is not about mansions. It's not about fast cars. It's about your own personal goal. Be intentional on this day. Have an awesome day. Udlamane.